Hello everybody and welcome back to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and as you can tell we are back in the studio, which we haven't been able to reach for a couple of months due to the coronavirus pandemic lockdowns in my country. Talking about which, at the time of recording this video, I really hope that you're keeping safe and you and your loved ones are absolutely fine. Right, I have wanted to record this review for a very long time, and I didn't want to do it because I wanted to do this justice. This is a field notes notebook, is a journal by the Chicago Board Game Company. It's a 64-page little notebook that's meant to help us track the progression of our 5th edition character from level 1 to level 20. Before I delve into it, I just want to reiterate, this is not a character sheet in note format. This is a journal. This tracks present, past and future of your character. How does it do it though? Well, let's take a look inside. When you buy this, it comes in a 2-pack little bundle, and you get 2 identical field notes, which is very handy because they will last a fair amount of time, and it's been bound with staples to make it cheaper, even though that means that we get a little gap here at the top, but then I think it's a good compromise, so we can get something less expensive, or sorry, I should say even more inexpensive, because this is quite reasonably priced. The cover is a 300 grams red cardboard, and in the back you have a few of some of the rules that you need to keep in mind. Who does this belong to? Some the areas of effect, the index, the exhaustion, the size categories, the object armor class. This is something that could do with a little bit of rework, perhaps. Some people are complaining that there would be some more useful information to having here, like spell tables or things like that. Not sure about it, but I found it actually quite interesting. So, and I can imagine that this can be done for pretty much any game they want. So they will be changing this. You know, for instance, the little detail of having a small ruler in the back, that is very good. You have your ability score modifiers, your practical applications, the combat step by step. So this is very good. You know, and the reasons why I like it the way it's been done, even though yes, you could have different information, but the reason I like why this been done is because it caters for, you know, newbie players. You got basic information, level 1s, beginners. That's brilliant. I like that. Inside, oh, this is the one I've been using, by the way, because well, I've been playing and I wanted to use one and see what it is like in real life, and it works. It worked for me very well indeed. Now, you start with your character information, that's in the background, the name, the class, you know, your alignment, your faith, your gender. They've really gone into a huge amount of detail, and you can also go into your race detail, your ancestry, which is very good if you are creating your very own characters, or if you're one of those players who like to go into minute detail about the background story and who your character is. And to be honest, if you're going to play for 20 levels, I think it's fair enough to invest yourself in your character. Bonds, ideals, personality traits, the flaws of the character, more background details, class details, subclasses, the backstory, and then the class table, where you have from 1st to 20th level what you can do for that class. Your abilities, your scores, everything. absolutely everything has been taken care of. One thing I like is there's plenty of space to write things time and time again. So if you erase the pencil and you have to write again on top of it, and eventually it's going to get smudged, you can write around it because there's so much space. That is actually very good. Your spellcasting table, so you can keep track of exactly what you're doing every single time. Your favorite and frequent spells. This is excellent because it's going to come a point when your character is going to know so many spells that keeping track of them, it's kind of hard. But also we all get used to, depending on our style of play, we all get used to using some spells more than others because we like them, because we can use them better. I know I do. So this, having a favorite spells list, that is very clever. Very, very clever. Exactly the same for proficiency skills, your equipment, the money, the debts owed and paid, the treasures. Again, plenty of space to write everything. Nice little touch that you can write in here if you have been attuned or not, so you can keep track of how many items you're attuned to so you don't overdo it. Downtime treasure. I mean, the whole thing has been really well thought out. Evidently, these people do play and they care about their characters. You get not a page of notes for each level your character is going to go to, your allies, your hirelings, factions if you join any, and the session log. This is very, very good. There are only, to be perfectly honest, 2 areas of improvement that I see for this, because other than that, this is brilliant. One is that it is quite hard to read the black on red because the font is so small, and partly because, I wear glasses and I'm without these I am absolutely nothing, but partly because the printing, it spreads a little bit, so the letters are a little tiny bit blurred, so it should be a little bit sharper to be easier to read. So maybe changing this from black to white could make quite a difference. Even changing the color of the cover from red to black and making this white would make quite a difference. The other thing that I think would help a great deal, although I also understand that this would increase the cost, would be to have this dented. So you could just jump by the flick of a finger from section to section. Not that it is difficult to do at all, but you're going to be flipping your pages a fair amount during play, especially as your character goes up in levels to go from level 1 to level 20 spells, for instance. You're going to flip the pages quite a lot. So having some markers that could allow you to just flip to the right page, that would make this absolutely perfect. I am really enjoying using this a lot. I have a couple of my friends who were very skeptical about it and oh, too much, who need that, just print another character sheet. Well, this works so well because it has so much space to write everything your character is going to be doing. So you may not use the information in the back cover, but other than that, you can go wrong with this. Thoroughly recommended. Definitely worth the amount of money you have to spend to get your hands on it. So yes, go and get one. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Let me know what you think if you have already got one of these. I hope we are going to see some for Pathfinder, Warhammer, Star Trek, every other game out there, because I really like it and I think these things have a future. Thank you very much indeed once again, and until the next time, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.